morning and welcome to Winnipeg. Now, we're still working on this. And as far as the sunrise this morning goes, it was almost identical to yesterday, so we won't dub that in. When I looked across over the bridge at the horizon, it looked like a real cloudy, overcast day, when actually it wasn't. If you looked straight up, you saw blue sky. More or less blue sky. And and as far as our birdhouse goes, I took out about, I'm guessing 10 minutes or so this morning, and I checked all the, you might call it footage from yesterday when I had the camera aimed at the perch, and I had it set for motion detection, so I only had to look where there was actually motion. I did not see our chickadees at all. What I saw was that sparrow. It came and went, I'm guessing 4 or 5 times. And all the other motion that I had to put up with was if an insect flew through. It's that sensitive. a little insect will set it off, and you were sort of wasting your time. Now, speaking of insects, where the nail goes through into the hole in the wall, I've got wasps have moved in there. So anyway, I'm thinking that in the event that it looks like our chickadees have moved out, I'm going to have to plug that hole up. I'm going to have wasps flying around in the house here. They'll eat their way through. Well, they probably could too, if they're that kind of wasp. Anyway, Now, about this microphone thing here. Okay, here's the deal. This dead cat that I bought several years ago for this microphone, it's actually made for this microphone. It's an extremely tight fit. In fact, I was concerned that I was going to maybe damage the little mics that are on the inside there. If I take this foam thingy off, you end up seeing 2 little microphones. They're a little bit smaller than this, but they're the same idea, left and right channel. Okay, so you put this on. Now, Martin was suggesting, why don't you hang this upside down from your handlebars or something like that? And and then later in editing, I can swap the channels around, because if it's supposed to be like this and you turn it upside down, the left channel is going to be in your right ear, and the right channel is going to be in your left ear, and it's going to be kind of confusing, especially if you go, and you pass a car, and it passes to your left, but you hear it in your right. That's kind of really. Anyway, I can swap it. I can swap them in DaVinci Resolve in the audio. It only takes maybe not even a minute to do. So I can swap the left and right channel and get them so that the perspective is correct. And what I'm thinking of now is, when I bought my mirror for the bike, it actually came with 2. So I've got this bracket here, and there's a hole in the bottom here. I think it's a 5/16 or possibly a 3/8. I can't remember, but I can screw a little bolt in this hole here, and then remove this part, and probably fasten it in there somehow. And then I've got a little bracket that I can mount upside down on the handlebar. Well, I think you get the idea. Now, this microphone and this recorder work extremely well together. In fact, I do believe that the sound is actually better using this microphone instead of using the built-in mics that are on this. This is actually quite an expensive microphone. It's not cheap. Oh, I was going to mention. Remember I bought that lavalier mic? I'm just going to get it. Bear with me. I'll cut out the dead spots. Okay, here we go. Now this little stereo mic that I bought it was a real disappointment. I never said that when I used it, because it did have left and right channel, and I had wanted the stereo sound. But the sound was just so darn tinny, and there was nothing I could do about it. You know, you can't enhance what is not there. You know, if you have a little bit of audio or a little bit of video, you can manipulate it a little bit. But if there's nothing there, there's nothing you can do about it. So, in other words, I had nothing to work with. So I was disappointed in this. But then the price was really low. But it was from Sony. Yeah, it's you know, you sort of expect more from Sony. Well, you used to be able to expect more from Sony, but maybe you can't anymore. I don't know. I guess it's sort of you get what you pay for, because Sony does make really, really good stuff. In fact, their high-end cameras, video cameras, the really good ones are better than this one. So, okay, I'm starting to ramble here. So that's the latest on the microphone. I haven't. I'll show it to you when I get it hooked up, and maybe we'll take it out and try it out. Yeah, let's get on here today. My goodness, we want to get done step 37. We're just not getting anywhere, are we? We're getting badly sidetracked. About this, it doesn't matter where this goes. You know, being as that this is digital, it doesn't matter if it shakes or rattles or whatever, it's still going to record the same. And I've got this cord here that, you know, let's get on with it. Okay, I was just going to get the rest of the parts we need to complete step 37. And I suddenly look down and I see the we didn't put the second coat on the deck here. But as long as we're doing this, just make sure I got all the pieces out here I'm going to need now. Okay, the J16 and J1 have been glued together, and they have made this piece right here. The J17 is this piece right here. We have the two searchlights, and then we need a couple of 20 millimeter guns. I think I'll just leave those in the tin, but we've got them. And then we need a couple of these little guys right here. I might as well just get them off. I don't think it matters which ones I take. They're the ones, if you remember, I couldn't get the photo etch handles or arms or whatever they were on. And, okay, and I put this back. I'm just going to take out a few minutes here, and I'm going to put the second coat on that deck. I'll just do it off camera. Okay. Once this is dry, it's going to look a little less blotchy, and I don't think we're going to need a third coat. Now, a moment ago I was looking at this and I was wondering which one of all these pieces is going to be the hardest one to put on. And I've concluded it's probably this piece right here. Just let me move you in a little bit. Okay. Now it's got to go in this hole down in the bottom, on the bottom deck. And I'm noticing that the hole has become kind of filled in with paint. And let's get this out of the way here. Maybe I should be sticking on the macro lens. And it could also be that it might have been a good idea to put this on after the railing goes on. I don't know. Let me get the macro lens on. We'll see what we can do with that hole. Probably nothing, because if you look at the bottom, it doesn't go all the way through, so it's not like I can drill it out from the bottom. So let's just try and see what will happen if I... Let me put the macro lens on. Okay, I think I'm going to have to probably reposition this in my tweezer a little bit, and the easiest way to do that is off camera. Now, if I get myself down here at more of an angle. No, this is not going to fit. All right, let's just soften that hole just a little bit with some extra thin here. I may have to do some repainting after on the deck. And maybe I will also do the moisten the peg. I'm gonna have to grab this thing again. Okay, I've grabbed it just a little bit differently. I don't know if that's gonna... Trying to get the tweezer out of my vision here. I can feel that it's sort of trying to go into the hole there. There we go. Okay, now let's get it straight. Let me check the monitor. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Okay, let's let that dry. Now you'll notice that the top of this piece right here, it has a little part sticking straight up on it. Well, it appears from the manual that that part goes to the left if you were to view this piece from the side. This one might fit better. Just sort of doing a dry run here. I don't know why. Yeah, okay, just try not to drop it out of the tweezer here, and also not squeeze too hard because this is a very fragile little piece. I'm moistening the peg. Okay, now very, very gently here. Very gently. Just trying to work it down. I'm gonna just look at it from straight above here. That's gonna have to do. That's gonna have to do. Okay, I'm guessing in a couple of hours that glue will be dry and most of that will have shrunk. No. Whoa. I didn't hold on to it tight enough. Don't worry, folks, we'll get it. Maybe if I hold it front to back like this, it'll work better. And this hole is also sort of plugged up with paint. Now don't drop it. Maybe if I support it from underneath a little bit, I can put some pressure on it. Doesn't seem to want to go. I'm pretty sure I got it in the hole. There it goes, I think. I think it's going down. Let me pull it back out and have a little look here. Let's put some more on. Ooh, tweezer slipped. Trying to hold it with my left hand awkwardly. Okay, I do believe we more or less got it now. Okay, rather than have it aiming straight back in line with the keel, I'm going to have it sort of aiming out a little bit, maybe about 15 degrees off of straight. Okay. Oh, what goes in this one here? I think it's a gun. Yeah, it's one of those 20mm guns. Okay, let's just sort of recompose and refocus here and get set up a little bit differently. And this one also is plugged up with paint. Now, you may recall me mentioning, a couple of months ago, I guess now, when military modeler Paul was doing his Nelson and he's making up these 20mm guns. And I did it again. I'm just so afraid of squeezing these things. Okay, we'll try this again. I think I got this anyway. Anyway, he made his up out of, I almost dropped it again. Come on, Ron. Out of a detailing kit, and I believe there were 10 or 11 pieces per gun of photo etch. And I think he had to make 60-something of them. This is almost down. Just put my finger under it here to support it. I don't want to press too hard. I'm going to break the photo etch shield off of the plastic part. That's probably good enough. Yeah, that'll be okay. I don't have to wait until it oozes out all over the deck, do I? Okay, I'm just doing a dry run here. I want to see if I can get my tweezer down in there like this. Maybe if I grab it just a little bit differently here, a bit of an angle. Yeah, I think I can get it. Okay, now this time don't drop it. Okay, we'll try and get some glue down in the hole. I think I got some there. I'm not really seeing it, but that doesn't mean it's not there. I got it for sure that time. Okay, I'll put a little bit on the peg here. Now don't drop it, don't drop it. Is it in the hole? No. Maybe I should be using a skinnier tweezer. Yeah, I think what's happening is the tweezer is bumping on the splinter rail here. Let's see if I can get that out of there without making a mess. Okay, I have rehydrated the peg. There, I can actually feel that it's in the hole. Okay, maybe it should be turned a little bit counterclockwise here. Okay, I think that's about as good as we're going to get it. Now, on the other side of this superstructure is mirror image parts. I'm just going to go ahead and drop them in place. Now, I do believe we have completely finished step 37. Can't see anything else left to do here. There might be the odd place that I want to touch up with the 19, where maybe I got down just a little bit too low with my 77 there. Otherwise, our parts are all on, near as I can tell. Step 38. For a minute there I was going to say I think we've already done that, but I guess it was something similar to this that we did. Okay, 38 looks like, yeah, it's going to be fairly easy. There's just a little bit of photo etch there. Did I already do that piece? I guess we'll find out. But we're going to have to find out tomorrow, folks. There's other things I want to do this afternoon. So thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we'll see you tomorrow.